All right, so we want to do number 31, 31 out of 7.5, which says something about household alternating current, right? And it says it goes from 155.26 volts back and forth to minus 155.26 volts, right?
2.6? No.
Oh, 6. No, 2. Whatever. And then it says it does this, what, 60 times a second? Yeah, and I'm supposed to model this with a sine curve. So, I don't know. What's your sine curve going to take as inputs and what's it going to give as outputs?
Time is volts.
Yeah, so it's going to take times, right, and turn it into volts.
T0.
Yeah, T's going to be your input value, right? So you're going to talk about taking V of T's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what do I know about this thing? If it oscillates back and forth between 155 and minus 155, what do you know?
Midline 0.
Oh, good. You know the midline 0, so I can put a plus 0 on the end, right? Right, the horizontal shift is nothing. Or, not horizontal shift. The vertical shift is nothing. What else? What else do I know?
It reaches its peak at like 1/4 of the 60th of a second.
Okay, and yeah, there's something I can sort out from peaks, right? That should give me, I don't know, some kind of frequency or something. But the amplitude is easy.
155.
Right, the amplitude is 155.6. And then here there's going to be a sine or a cosine. I don't know which. I'm just going to throw cosine, or I'm going to say cosine and write sine, just to confuse you. So we'll go with sine, right, because whatever, doesn't matter. And then what are you putting in there?
60x.
60 T maybe?
Does it matter?
Yeah, so I want this thing to cycle often, right? If it does this 60 times a second back and forth, right?
So 1 second is a count of 1. So if you're timesing it by 60, you're compressing it. So it's going to go 60 times for that 1 second, right?
Yeah, so I think I need like 60 peaks, right? In T of 1, right? So what's the usual time scale? Am I sure about 60? I'm not sure about 60. That was a compression by a factor of 60, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which would work if the period was normally 1, right? But what's the period normally? 2 pi. Crap. So how do I adjust the period to 1?
You divide by 2 pi.
You do the formula thing.
Yeah, I do the formula thing maybe, right? Or I want to compress, right? I want to take 2 pi and push it into 1.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to multiply. So I think I want here 120 pi t.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that'll be it.
So I got it right.
Oh, cool.
That's not what the book said.
What's the book say?
Right.
Let me guess. 60 pi t.
What is it? Oh.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Yes!
Okay.
So,
Oh, it's because I have No, never mind. No, that helps.
perfect.
Yeah.
Never mind. Good. Help.
Yeah.
So, why did I think it was possible that they would have written 60 pi t instead of 120 pi t? Like, why did I think that was a reasonable thing that I could be wrong about? It's just, well, what does it mean to cycle 60 times a second, right? I'm interpreting that as there being 60 peaks, right? Or another maybe not so reasonable interpretation would be that there's 30 peaks and 30 troughs.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and that's maybe not entirely bizarre. So when they say this, that it cycles back and forth 60 times, I'm thinking that's both a back and a forth.
Mhm.
You guys with me on that?
Okay.
And this thing is up for a little bit of adjustment in the same way that this sine could really be a cosine, right? This is just a loose model. Cool.
Well, it really depends on, like, talking about if you flip a switch, and at that time, you start one or zero.
Yeah, and we're not going to flip a switch on this one. This is current that's on forever, right? This runs from minus infinity to plus infinity and just is on. If you start flipping switches, we'll have to talk about heavy side functions and all sorts of other jazz.
And then we could, like, throw in some resistance and we could have.
All right, I'm turning this off.